John, Nell, good to see you both. Thanks so much for your time.
Good
Thank
to
you so
see
much.
you.
John, I wanted to kind of ask you because, like doing something like this that is, has a lot of heart, but about kind of theater and like off Broadway, Broadway, and you kind of you started your career right in that, right? In like theater and everything. What was that like working on something? Did you have a lot of kind of core memories come back, like the theater component of American Classic?
Absolutely. I think the whole company, the whole cast is filled with theater veterans, and we all feel very close to the project because we're all in love with the theater. And part of that love, I have to say, and which one thing I'm so proud of in our show, American Classic, is that it's set in the world of the theater, but it at the end of the day, this show for me is really about a celebration of community and family and what it takes to bring people together to create something
Yeah.
of value and meaning and beauty. So
Absolutely.
I'm
No,
proud of that.
absolutely. I was the follow spot operator for my high school productions. We did like theater, so I didn't act, but like there was this
That
energy in the air the
Very
morning of a
much so, yeah.
performance. Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. And one of our dolly grips, Jake, was so, dolly grip, for the camera. He came up to me once between takes and he was like, listen, man, I've done theater all my life, and this was so important to me to work on this show. I'm doing a production, in a small town, my hometown, and people really connect to it. There's a community there of theater artists.
Absolutely. Nell, good to see you again. It's been a while. I mean, last
I
time we
know.
spoke was Big Shot. We did have a chance to talk about Thanksgiving, but I loved that movie, which was, it's like one of my favorites. But I just want
That's
to ask
awesome.
you specifically with this one, that reading, getting those scripts and seeing kind of the funny comedic kind of aspects of it, especially with Kevin's character, but also the, self-reflection and the emotion and the heartfelt. I really think watching this from a viewer, that was split down the middle. Like it was really kind of funny, but also made you think. It was very heartwarming and everything. What was that like reading those elements in the script and seeing that balance come to life when you got to production?
Yeah, thank you for saying that. I think when we read, the first thing we did was we all got together for a table read and seeing how much you feel the tone of the show and you see it as these wonderful actors bring the words to life and you understand why they're wonderful actors. So I think that really informed the way that I approached it. And then naturally, as you get more comfortable with these people, which we were all very lucky that we all just had a great chemistry as a family and an ease. You feel more comfortable to, maybe improvise something or to feel really the space to be vulnerable in that way. Having someone like Laura Linney being your mom, it gives you I mean, I could like look at Laura and just start crying because she just gives you that opportunity and that space to break down if you need to or make a ridiculous joke if you need to. So I think the show does a perfect job of including both of those elements. Yeah.
Absolutely. I just find it ironic because I'm a big, thriller and horror movie guy. Both of you are in some of my favorite like projects of that genre. Like John, like I See You is like one of my favorite things ever. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you.
And like Thanksgiving. John, I'm wondering like how separate, because it's all storytelling at the end of the day, though, right? But like how separate are past projects compared to something like this? Like, do you bring mindsets or preparations from past things to American Classic, or are they completely separate once you wrap them?
Well, what's the question?
Like, do you
What's
bring
set?
any like mindsets or preparations from past characters to something like this, or is it completely fresh, kind of new
Oh,
journey?
oh no, I think it's definitely fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, you bring your whole life to every character on a certain level because you're the one giving a character life, and you put on that magic like, what if I was me in this situation? But
Mhm.
no, I think we started fresh here. But this has been a real labor of love for a lot of us
Yeah.
who, as you say, grew up with the theater as a first love, if you will.
Mhm.
And so I think it meant a lot to all of us working on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait for people to see American Classic on MGM Plus. It was good to see you both. Thank you so much for your time and congratulations.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.